Doug, whose narration and innermost thoughts constitute Cloud Diary, is postponed, or maybe blessed, by memories.
Once you've read Doug's story, you, too, will grab yourself, at odd moments, thinking about his experiences and his reflections on what they imply. Cloud Diary is a book that will remain with you.
It's a book about first love, in a bohemian sort of way. Doug's an aspiring writer when he meets Sophie, a painter with a studio in an arts district that's grown up in old storefronts near the downtown of a city that seems a lot like Winston-Salem. Sophie's paying job is managing the Naked Scrawl, a ratty bar/music club in a converted garage on the fringes of that arts district. Doug is a night watchman at an empty warehouse. The two fall in love tentatively. Sophie is outgoing and impulsive, but Doug is withdrawn, as unsure of himself in relationships as he is of his abilities and drive as a writer.
But fall in love they do, and they share a magical time, juggling their jobs with their artistic passions, living on ramen and peanut butter, taking boxed wine to late-night parties, going to gallery openings, rescuing a stray kitten, thrilling in the joys of being young and together with the world ahead of them.
Then, suddenly, violence shatters that world, leaving them unable to get back to where they were. Doug and Sophie drift into separate ways, but, as he realizes, sometimes painfully, their time together and the bonds between them will always be a part of him. Their good times helped him to grow, helped to make him who he is. But always with him are the regrets and the feelings of failure.
Those bonds are tested in the present, when Sophie reappears in Doug's life 9 years after their relationship ended. Much has changed, and Doug finds, among other things, what might be his second chance, a way to atone at least in part.
There is sadness in this story, but there is much more, and that depth is what will stay with the reader.
Many a first novel is about first love, and many a first novel is about a writer struggling with his muse and eventually coming into his own. In his debut novel, Steve Mitchell describes those once-in-a-lifetime experiences in a fresh and believable way.
As the story moves into more sobering times, Mitchell deftly deals with Doug's memories, revealing them not chronologically but as memories really do work their way into our consciousness, as flashes, images, triggered by odd things at odd moments, and eventually spinning into the stories we tell ourselves, even if they are not always exactly the way things happen.
Doug deals with his reality and his memories in a remarkably honest way. He ponders big metaphysical questions, about life, death, how we become who we are, how the past informs the present, in an honest and understated way. He is a man trying to deal with his life and his memories, not someone offering the world profound insights.
Mitchell, who lives in Greensboro and is a co-owner of Scuppernong Books, has written a thoughtful and memorable novel. I must point out, however, that as so often is the case these days, Cloud Diary would have benefited from better editing. The frequent misuse of discrete for discrete and alright for alright, for example, and the occasional grammatical lapses are unnecessary distractions from an otherwise fine novel. Linda Sebrinson is a longtime newspaper journalist in the Triad area who now writes from Currituck County. Her book review blog, Briar Patch Books, can be found at